to week 1 of the NFL preseason, where the rookies of today hope to become the stars of tomorrow. It's the Vikings and the Jets, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Tonight we kick off the preseason with a good matchup right away between the Minnesota Vikings and the New York Jets. Taken at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. And they will be led out by the youngster, the rookie, their QB. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Going for the deep ball. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. 20, 10, 5. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. 81 yards. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it's polished off by a Viking score. Taken in at the 3. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They're led out by a former number 2 overall pick in the draft from BYU with Zach Wilson. He finds Corey Davis. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big play there on the catch and run.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
That one caught by Carter. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down, eluding the pressure right. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Wilson to throw. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point safely through. That will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view. you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Give to Cook out of the gun.
We got this.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
To throw is Richardson on 1st and 10. He's going to float this one deep right side. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown. A great play there. 61 yards. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. So the drive there, they went 80 yards in 3 plays. And it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. Taking it about the 1. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
Okay, what are we going to do? Worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Wilson. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wilson. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Now Wilson. Flush to his right. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Zach Wilson, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point up and through. And we'll tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that is incomplete. An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Richardson. Looking left side, and it's complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 38-yard line.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we're usually talking about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw complete there to Moore. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Now Wilson on first down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10, right at the 40. Throwing is Wilson. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Justin Jefferson, 40 yards. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. The extra point up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So that drive, 4 plays. And it ends with a Jet touchdown. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Minnesota now ready for their next possession. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
A throw over the middle taken in. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Mond looks to throw on first down. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. On the handoff, it's Madison. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play. They hold them to no gain.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be fourth down. The Vikings send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. It got his man complete. And all the way down to the 35. Big yardage that time for the Jets. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he'll be out of bounds. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Here Here's Wilson. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. Ready for the regular season with his second touchdown of the game. And the Jets are going to take the lead. The point after is good. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? This goes out wide from Madison. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Mon looks to throw. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach tell us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. No regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
Point after, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Minnesota's offense takes over possession, and they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Well, we'll see if they can do it here. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Possibly a good spot here to take a shot as they come out with three receivers to the left on second and less than a yard. Mon going to throw it. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. On first down, here's Mon. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. And this will be incomplete.
Well, to me, there was no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on third down.
Third down from the gun, it's Mon. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Mon to the air on first and 10. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. They'll throw now on the final play. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. So we have reached halftime. Boy, rough crowd. No football for 6 months already. We're skipping halftime. All right, let's get right back to the action. We're set for quarter 3. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them.
And he's got it! What a catch on the sideline. Touchdown, Jets! Justin Jefferson, 77 yards. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The extra point up and good. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Fielded just outside the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Mond. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mond. And his pass incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays I'm eking over in your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fielded just inside the 30. It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And that will come the offense as they take over. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're continuing to rock and roll, and at intermission, you know, maybe sometimes you fear after such a good first half of a letdown, but that wasn't the case.
And what I remember most about being in those situations is exactly what you're talking about. You almost have that sense of satisfaction. You're like, we're doing really well. I remember one time someone saying, winning's fun, but so is playing really well. Why would we want to do otherwise? That was the message to keep the intensity up.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up 3rd down. Now Wilson. And this is complete to Moore on the comebacker. And he is going to have the Jets' first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
On 3rd down, Wilson escaping the pressure right. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. That's on big Mekhi Becton, first-round pick in 2020. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? From midfield now, here's Wilson. Flushed out, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Say hello to Eric Kendricks. He gets the sack there. Here's the Jets punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
You know, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On 2nd and 9, Mon. That's complete to his running back, Jefferson. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Here's Mon. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. The Vikings send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. This is taken at the 23. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Offense set to take over here. Really solid effort for him right now. 3rd quarter, already 4 touchdown passes. How many can he get here?
That remains to be seen, but I know one thing. You and I will be here to watch, and I'm not going anywhere. With what he's doing in this contest, I'm not missing a minute of it. This guy's been spectacular.
Yeah, I mean, it's a team game, but sometimes these individual performances are fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes they just kind of come to the front, despite the fact that you said we know it's all about the team, but the way he's playing, he's trying to make his team win on his back.
Yeah, it's been exciting. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Now it's Wilson. Again, he finds more. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. It's a big play that time by the Jets.
Well, dialing up that play call certainly meant that he grabbed a little extra shot of courage on that one, because normally on 3rd and short, you're just trying to move the sticks, get the ball just past that line of scrimmage. Instead, they take the big shot downfield.
And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play. We have played 3 quarters, and that'll do it for the end of the 3rd quarter. You're watching preseason football on EA Sports. After the sack on 1st down, Wilson. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. 1st quarter, Charles, you really emphasized the importance of winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. They haven't forced a single turnover in this game.
And right now they're losing, so no turnovers might lead to no victory.
The 20! And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th. And his kick is good. And that will extend the lead out to 24. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
The Vikings now heading onto the field. And certainly this, not the performance that they were hoping for to begin the exhibition season, but still plenty to watch for in this 4th quarter. On 1st and 10, here's Mon. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation points, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
Another run on second down with Carter. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. And that is caught. It's Davis. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. It's a big play that time by the Jets. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of...
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. The sack coming from big Dalvin Tomlinson.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
On 3rd and goal, Wilson. And, that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down. And his kick is indeed good. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had at victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one. But let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. It won't end in a victory like you said, but they can maybe take something positive out of this one. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Mon. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
You know, if this is the regular season partner, we'd be talking about just how costly a mistake that was, but probably good for him to get it out of his system right now.
Just hope for him and the team it's not a sign of things to come.
Yeah, without a doubt. Plus, got to worry about making the team. Those types of errors don't help you.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. On 1st and 10, it's Carter. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. To throw is Wilson. That's to Michael Carter out of the backfield. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Vikings pick up the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
No coach or team's ever happy when someone has a turnover, but if there's ever a good time to do it,
preseason.
Yeah, right now. You know that come regular season, he's going to be ready to go, and maybe he'll remember, yeah, I don't want to do this when it comes time for the games to count.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back, and he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mon. It's incomplete.
In the early days of the NFL, you could easily blame these drops on maybe some uneven or uncertain lighting in a stadium. Not anymore. The lights are pretty good.
Yeah, they're great here at night, but his second drop, indeed, not a good look. And this one is incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Vikings unable to convert here on fourth. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. And it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And the Vikings are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take it. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on fourth, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the number one headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Well, we'll see what his offense can do. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
He's going to look deep down the field. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Wilson wants to throw it. That's complete to his running back, Carter. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Nothing but praise for me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
They'll run on 1st down. Carter. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They'll go again with Carter. A solid stiff arm. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. And they're going to speed things up here. On 1st down, Carter. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. A handoff for Carter. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they?